click the file link, no, that we already uploaded in Nuble, nakikita nyo ba yung file link? Click here. Please thumbs up pag nakikita natin. Lesson 2, Critical Analysis in RRL. You're going to be developing the literature review, critical analysis in architectural theory, precedents, and relevant disciplinary research to the proposed topic. So if you click the link, no, in our attachment, it will be redirected in this file. Okay? Nakikita ba natin? Yan. Alright. So, this is the topic, no, that we're going to talk about this evening, developing a coherent and critical literature review for your architectural research proposal. So this is instructional, no, purely lecture, no, this evening. Okay, introduction for this. So firstly, we are going to define, no, literature review, which we already have a solid idea, no, background of this. So the importance of this is we're going to that we should know and evaluate existing researches because that's the backbone of your research, synthesizing theories, methodologies to contextualize new studies, identify knowledge gaps, and enhance scholarly contributions within the interdisciplinary field of architecture. Although we have some researches about a certain topic, although they have some gaps, no, that they are calling out also in their own study. So ikaw naman magfi-fill in, no, sa mga gaps na yon by introducing your own study. So yan yung isa sa mga purpose natin. Why are we digging deeper for critical thinking under the review of related literature. Okay, the purpose and significance of in architectural research. Firstly, we have the contextual framework establishment. So this kind of step situate the researchers within existing architectural disclosure, highlighting historical developments and contemporary relevance to the proposed study. So meron kang background or basic idea of the framework of your topic. Number 2 is justification of your research question. Last time we talked about this, and you already done some research questions, no, based on what you have developed, no, on your chosen topic. So it identifies the gaps, no, in current knowledge. Ito yung sinasabi natin kanina. Providing rationale for the research questions and demonstrating necessity of the proposed inquiry. And the third one, purpose, is the interdisciplinary integration. This is the review that incorporates insights from related fields, enriching architectural research with diverse perspective and enhancing overall understanding of the built environment. So that's the basic 3 purpose of RRL. Unique aspect of literature review in architecture because iba din yung approach natin pagdating sa RRL. Meron pa kayang review of related structures, no? So, but this one will be focusing first on the paper. Paper lang muna tayo. First, unique aspect is the interdisciplinary knowledge and integration because it incorporates different kinds of fields, enhancing understanding and complex social, cultural, and environmental factor. We already have some ideas, no, of architectural researches that have encompasses the different ways of lives and means of the users, no? Pwede kasing cultural, social, and other relevant fields, no, yung maging topic mo as long as within under the umbrella of architecture. Second unique aspect, theoretical framework engagement. So a thorough literature review critically examines relevant architectural theories, providing a foundation for research that contextualizes and strengthens the proposed inquiry. And the third one is evaluation of precedents. This one are the case studies, no, na unang ginamit yung mga applications na ito. And we try to dig in deeper, as it informs design strategies and identifies gaps in existing literature, guiding future researchers' directions effectively. Objectives of this research, you're going to comprehend the essential role of literature review in architectural studies, and enhance your ability to locate and analyze and also synthesize relevant architectural literature, no, for critical engagement of your existing research and identifying the knowledge gaps. Next section, identifying and locating relevant literature. Firstly, what you're going to do is extract keywords and search strategies. These keywords, no, utilizes the mind map, no? Mind map, it means you have a roadmap, no, or meron kang trail na sinusundan. It should be within those keywords for you to visually organize and identify key concepts related to your research topic. So dapat within the keywords, no, lang yung dapat mong hanapin, kasi pag sinundan mo kasi lahat ng aspect, no, ng iyong research, ay magkakaroon niya ng branching, no, branch topics, and mawawala ka dun sa main concept, no, na gusto mong itumbok. Keywords identification is one of the technique. Search strategy optimization is another technique or strategy. It is being used for refining research strategy based on initial result, enhances the relevance of retrieved literature. And the last strategy is interdisciplinary key expansion. This one is keywords pa rin to, which is related in discipline to broaden the scope and depth of literature searches. These kinds of literature types, no, of literature in architectural research. First, we have architectural theories overview. So from the word itself, it is the exploration of architectural theories, no, that shapes our designs, practices, emphasize the impact on aesthetics and functionality and user experience. Second type of literature review is the significance of precedents. This one is analyzation of architectural precedents to extract lessons on spatial organization, materiality, informing contemporary design challenges and solution. Then, last one is the interdisciplinary insight. This is addressing the social issues like urbanization and sustainability through diverse perspective. Nakikita nyo last time yung ating about sa housing, that is interdisciplinary insight, no, type of literature review in architectural research. So these are the types, no? So pwede kayong makapili nito in the near future in your thesis topic. All right. So importance of theories and precedents. Number one, architectural theories provides essential framework, guide designs and practices, aesthetic choices, functional considerations, historical and cultural context. Number two, role of precedents in design. These are analyzing architectural precedents, no, learning from the past, okay? Learning from the past and failures, informing contemporary design strategies and enhancing experience through informed decision making. And the last one is the interdisciplinary connections. No, it should have relevance Okay. Fostering comprehensive understanding in the built environment. So, ganun din. All right. Interdisciplinary research insights, we have the holistic design perspectives. This one is integrating the diverse academic disciplines, fostering comprehensive understanding of architectural challenges, leading to innovative solution and address complex societal environmental issues, and enhance collaboration opportunities. Also is another type, no? Okay, dalawang type yung interdisciplinary research. Isa is holistic design perspective and enhanced collaboration opportunities. Uh, okay, add ko lang doon, no, sa enhanced collaboration opportunities, ito yung mga merong social experiments, no, na ginagawa like surveys, interviews, and also participatory, no, exchange of ideas through meetings, meetups, and discussions, okay, under community engagement. Quick exercise, no? Kahit wala na to. Okay, skip lang natin yan. Section 3, critically analyzing existing literature. So, if we try to understand, no, the importance of a framework in critical analysis, it serves as an evaluative framework, no, that not only assesses the validity of arguments and methodologies in architectural literature, but also enhances the researcher's ability to contribute meaningful ongoing academic discussion. So, firstly, dapat meron kang idea of the topic, because how do you evaluate or uh, ano nga yun, you have a foundation, no, on the topic that should be focused on, no. So from that, you try to expand, no, the idea and answer research gaps through this critical analysis. Okay, these are the key questions, no, for critical analysis of your RRL. For arguments, ito yung pinaka uh, conflict, no, or the the uh, the main gap, no, of the research topic. Uh, This identifying core arguments analyzes the primary thesis of the work to understand its significance and how it contributes to architectural discourse on ongoing debates in the field. Okay. Evaluating evidence quality, scrutinizing the types of evidence presented, credibility, relevance to determine the strength of authors' claims and conclusions, recognizing assumptions and biases, identifying underlying assumptions that shapes the research as they reveal potential biases. Applying critical analysis to architectural theories. This one is you're going to ensure, no, that theoretical frameworks that not only reflect an historical context but also address the current societal challenges and inform innovative design practices. So, if you want to read more about this, no, you can search the book, no, of Essay in Architectural Criticism, okay, by Alan Colquhoun. All right. Next, evaluating architectural precedents. No, this is the researches from the past. Number one is you have to do the contextual relevance assessment. Okay, you assess how occupants engage within the space, identifying strengths and weaknesses that informs future design decision, user interaction analysis, analyze how the historical and cultural context of precedents influence its design functionality within its environment, and sustainability evaluation metrics. Interdisciplinary research. We have two steps, no? Two key concepts. Number one is importance of contextual relevance and quality indicators. So, na daanan na din to natin kanina. So, ano lang, additional information about that. All right. This one is important, no? You have to share and discuss through group analysis. May tinatawag kasi tayong peer review. Pwede kasi natin siyang ipa-check, no, among our peers. Okay? We have this kind of techniques, no, or strategy. Number one is community engagement. Ang laman nito is group discussion, ba? And encouraging your participants, no, not only students, but participants to share diverse perspective and enrich understanding about architectural literature and theories, no. So pwede yan among your classmates if you have to try to ask questions about a certain topic. Group discussion is one of the technique that you can do. Number two is critical thinking reinforcement, articulation of analysis during discussion, sharpen critical thinking skills, and defend their viewpoints. And the last one is identification of research gaps. This one uncover common themes, discrepancies in literature, guiding students to identify underexplored areas that may warrant further investigation in architectural research, no? So pwede 'yon maging subtopic, no, ng research topic mo, no? Pwedeng maging sub-research topic. And section 4, synthesizing information and identifying the gaps. If you try to do a coherent narrative, you have to know first the framework importance. Narrative framework importance is the guiding framework, okay? Integrating diverse insight and establishing significance of research. Then number 2, identifying research opportunities by synthesizing the existing literature. It means by collecting and ginawan mo siya ng analysis, you are synthesizing the literature. Researchers can effectively highlight gaps. Okay? Parang overview kasi siya. Kung titingnan, pwede rin naka-table. Propose innovative inquiries that advance architectural knowledge and practice. These are the strategies for synthesizing. Number 1, thematic analysis. Okay? It means identifying the themes. Okay? For clarity and organization. Pwede kasing, ito yung thematic analysis no, naka-table form for a diverse research finding. Pwede kasing magkakapareho siya with a different theme, no, na tinatawag. Comparative study groupings. Similar to studies facilitates deeper insights and highlights relationship among various research perspectives. Then, visual tool utilization. Pwedeng through visual. As nakikita nyo dito sa on our right side, no, of our presentation, is employing diagrams and concept maps, no, that illustrates connections, making complex information more accessible. Kung more on visual person, no, kasi usually architecture, no, is mga tao dito is more visual, no. All right. Identifying gaps and opportunities in existing literature. Paano natin gagawin to? We have to research, no? Significant justification. Paano natin gagawin naman yan? We're going to have a clear articulation, no, on the identified gaps, enhance the perceived value of the proposed research within academic community, and interdisciplinary collaboration is its potential. Pwede kasing you talk among it, no, on the literature gaps, no, or their insights. Innovative inquiry development, recognizing gaps, foster the creation of unique research question on groundbreaking architectural theories and practices. Then, pwedeng maging individual. No? Ito yung kadalasan, no, na ginagawa, especially pag individual researches, no, ang ginagawa. Okay? Reflection on literature that you have encountered. Okay? Paano natin to gagawin? Critical engagement with sources. We're going to have researchers to critically evaluate methodologies, identify biases, and articulate original queries. You have to read, no, the whole sense, no, of the paper that you are reading. Pwedeng mag-highlight or put a tab, no, on that certain area. All right. Last section will be structuring literature review sections. Key components of a strong literature review: concise, no, introduction is the importance of concise introduction. Kailangan meron kang clear, no, research context, which has articulation of the significance of the literature in framing studies objective. Then, thematic structure benefits. Okay? Pwedeng naka-table form, summarized form. Then, critical synthesis role. This one is the cohesive narrative of your literature review. Typically structure of a literature section. So, ganito yung itsura niya, naka-template. May introduction, main body, conclusion, and reference. So, ganyan yung template ng isang magandang literature review. May example, no, ang mga fifth year about that. May nakita ko last time. Example and best practices. Number one is focus on the thematic, no, importance, critical engage techniques, and interdisciplinary insights values. Then you can also have a Q&A, no, in review of literature review structure. First, you have to aim for the literature review, which establishes the context of the study. Next, we have essential components, which has introduction, thematic organization, critical analysis, gap identification, connection to the research, and including summary to enhance the coherence. Organized strategy by theme. 4 themes pala. Pwede kasing topic per topic, no? Yung pwede natin gawing groupings, no, sa ating mga literature review. Pwedeng by theme, by concept, chronological, no, pagkakasunod-sunod ng development to create a logical flow of information. Next is the conclusion and next step. All right. For the review of learning objective, you have to do literature review significance, which you are going to understand the critical role of literature review in architectural research and justify the research question and contextualize their studies. Then number 2, research skill enhancement. So kailangan ng practice and more examples. Okay? Importance of ongoing engagement with literature. Number one is we have the dynamic research adaptation, which has a continuous literature engagement uh, to refine research questions. Trend and gap identification. What is the current topic, no, that are catchy and more or ano bala, meron siyang social significance, no? Meron siyang impact, no? Yung topic ay meron impact on the current trends, no, of the social happenings. Enhance critical dialogue, so you can have interaction with other researchers to have a encouraging research and challenge existing paradigm that contribute innovative perspective in the architectural field. All right. Resources and support availability. Number one is library access. Meron ata tayong online library, no, sa NEU. Pwede natin yung utilize for digital resources of our studies. Peer collaboration, no, form a study group, no, by twos, by threes, or you could do it naman, no. Recommended, no, na you have to form a group study. Faculty engagement, syempre, with my guidance, no, you're going to have questions, also engagement to me if you have any question. Thank you, and if you have question, we are available also in our platform and also in our live meeting in our Google Meet. Thank you very much, and please stand by.